Hi guys, and welcome to my live reaction of Shokugeki no Soma, chapter 248. A mere mortal's feelings. Yes. And yes, I am wearing my onesie today because it's cold. And I'm like, Okay, anyway. Why? This is Nene, right? Why is Satoshi-kun so good at everything? Yeah, it's just definitely Nene. He takes to things so easily, doesn't matter what they are. Why am I such a dullard? It's not fair. Satoshi-kun, not fair. Okay. Oh right, he's up against Tsukasa. I forgot for like 3 seconds there. Our second card is Isshiki-senpai versus Tsukasa Eishi. Both of them are speeding through their preparations. Tsukasa Eishi. Give your best, Ishiki. Did they just ignore everything that happened because Irina was cooking? Like... Or are they actually taking it one by one this time? Because, I don't know. Nene. I really like Nene though. Have I said that? I think I've said that. I think she's really cute. Looks like Tsukasa's opponent Sato-chan, Buchi. Still with the cute nicknames. Although I can basically guarantee that Tsukasa will win. I mean, I think we can all kind of guess that. Almost guarantee. Who was the one who just lost to a dish that they gave a 95% to? That's why I said almost. Besides, the theme ingredient is wild rabbit. Oh, I would like to eat that. Rabbit meat, huh? I think I used it for the first time in the Tutsuki class. I love how he's just drinking tea. Soma, please. I think it was during our French cuisine lectures. Indeed, rabbit meat is uncommonly common in French cuisine. Its various preparations are organized according to the ingredients used in them. Of course, with French food as his specialty, Tsukasa-senpai no doubt knows all of them. Why is everyone like French cuisine? It's like everywhere Soma goes, it's just French. Can we get something else? On the other hand, traditional Japanese cuisine doesn't really offer much in terms of preparation for wild game. However, people in the countryside did in fact hunt and eat deer and boar. But wild game was largely avoided in Japanese food culture until the Meiji period, roughly. Crap, are you serious? This is bad. He says as he's drinking tea. I wonder why I even care, but why is he drinking hot water? Is it just hot water? Is there no tea in this? What the fuck? To calm his... What? Usually if you want to calm your nerves, you drink like chamomile tea or green tea. Now then, what sort of dish will Isshiki-senpai, an exponent of Japanese cuisine, opt for? Probably something weird though. It's coming along splendidly. The initial preparations for his rabbit meat and vegetables are over, and now he's readying his first dashi. Man, he's up against the first seed of the Elite 10, and he's still as happy-go-lucky as ever. You're right, it's almost as if he's back at the dorm making dinner for everyone. That's probably the right mood to be in, to be fair. Oh, I probably should go grab my plates and utensils ahead of time. Excuse me, senpais. How can you cook with a grin like that on your face? 'Cause food's supposed to be fun, right? Right. There's no way you'll win. You know as well as I how strong Tsukasa-senpai is. Is that so? I'll never know for sure unless I actually face him though, right? Besides, someone engrossed and enjoying what they're doing is invincible. That's my life motto. I love him so much. Sometimes I forget I love him and then he comes out and does stuff like this, like smiling. And then I'm just like, oh yes, I love you so much. Sure must be nice to be a genius. There's no way you could ever understand a mere mortal's feelings. Wait, Isshiki-senpai might just go with the innovative preparation for this battle, one that departs from Japanese cuisine. Oh yeah, I mean, senpai's pro level in just about every genre of cooking. I bet he's got so many ideas of how to use rabbit meat that he's having trouble choosing between them. Ah, he's back. What sort of dish did he go get? A bowl made in Japan. I need bowls like that. I have bowls from Japan from when I went there, because I went to like a little department store, hardware store where you buy like dishes and bowls and stuff. But I didn't get one like this that's meant for soup and like rice bowls. Anyway, I'll be going with Japanese soup dish. A special Isshiki broth chock full of the goodness of my ingredients. Soup dish? Huh, why? What's wrong? Shoma. I'm sorry. My figure skating fandom is just taking over my brain. Soma. Anyway, he's so calm. What's happening? Are you guys really that excited to learn what he's gonna cook? No, that's not it. The theme ingredient is wild rabbit. It's a type of wild game. Its strong sting is one of its defining characters, and yet he's chosen one of the most refined, delicate dishes in all of Japanese cuisine. I mean, to be fair, Japanese soup is like... I don't blame them for their alarm. Japanese-style soups are preparations that are filled with not, but the pure flavor of the ingredients that compose them. And they must be perfectly clear, without a single wisp of a cloud. Flavors that may contribute to the richness or depth of another sort of dish can quite easily become superfluous noise in a Japanese soup. Attempting to make that sort of soup out of wild game won't as it is to emit rather I don't know how to put the pressure in the sentence. Emit rather assertive smells is the very height of Okay. I feel like something's wrong with the sentence, or I'm just not understanding it correctly as to how I should put that together in my head. Anyway, I get the gist of it. That's fine. You worked with bear meat before yourself. You should know how hard game is to deal with. Oh, you're right. That stuff sure was a pain. I like this Hayama reminding him of that little Shokugeki back then. With back then, it's probably, what is it, like 2 weeks ago? In their time, obviously not in ours. It was like a good year ago, if not more. When was it? I feel like that was also in winter. Go with something else, Isshiki-senpai. And don't call it Isshiki broth. That sounds gross. I did not need that kind of comment. But this is Isshiki-senpai we're talking about. He's definitely got something up his sleeve. The real match begins now, while heating up the kombu dashi I made earlier. I'll add in these wild rabbit pieces, to remove their water content. They'll exude that wild game umami into the soup. What? Into that carefully prepared kombu dashi? The wild game sting will ruin the flavor of the dashi. Or will it? That was just a heat. I'm getting hungry. I literally just ate and that was a mistake. Cause now I'm just like, give me more food. I'll press the attack to the limit. Allow the taste of the wild rabbit to slowly infuse the soup, without any unneeded astringency or bitterness. Watch and wait for the moment that its umami is released. Like, in a few minutes... See, this is what I'm talking about. My mouth is just not working today. Watch carefully. There. Oh, it looks... I want soup. You add in the one Nene and one Soma, and slowly add the hot broth. It's complete. Enjoy. Oh, it's only page 14. We still got a few pages to go. I just want soup. It is said that you can determine the level of a Japanese soup the moment you lift its lid. It's all in how that first blast of fragrance envelops you. Let us see, will a wild game soup have the energy of its ingredients? Oh dang, that's cute! It's so warm and fluffy, like me. I chose the right outfit, guys. Oh my god. This is the real thing. What an endlessly pure fragrance. This piece. I feel like I'm being embraced by my own mother. Sure, okay. What, are you serious? That wild rabbit isn't getting in the way? The gentle, mellow fragrance of the kombudashi fuses with the undeniable sharpness of the wild rabbit. The wildness melts away, and all that's left is a pureness that reminds one of an amuse-bouche, the ultimate technique of Japanese cuisine, dashi. He grabs its quintessence, and incorporated even wild game into it. The first blast of fragrance was enough to bewilder even those bookmen. His style truly is super aggressive Japanese cuisine. This is the work of a genius, and yet, like, you need to stop calling him a genius. I feel like you're just excusing the fact that he's better than you. Or you think that he's better than you. A legendary storied family of Japanese chefs. He was born into a house that reveres tradition above all, the Isshiki household. How can he create such mold-breaking dishes? There's no need to cloud me like that. You really made me into your archenemy, haven't you? I mean, that's how we were raised, no? Anything I did, you had to do too, even if it drove you to tears. Nene, it's dinner time, dear. But I haven't done it even... I haven't even done it once yet. Instead, you can already did it. Fucking kendama. That brings back memories of you trying to keep up with me and everything I did. Sounds already said. No, we're not going back until I figure out how to write this. Watch me. How does that has anything to do with this? Look, I get it. Stop already. Want to try on my shoes? See how it feels to constantly be reminded of the difference in our skill. You point out how I have little grasp of the fundamentals and how I always do things by the book, just to make fun of me. Aww, that's cute. I feel like he's gonna say something that's gonna make her see it from another perspective. Now then, the judges will taste the dish. The judges are fighting their own fierce battle here as well. The first sip. This flavor. I'm so hungry. Why? I literally just ate. Ninokuni. You should speak more kindly of the time you spent to build up your skills. After all, if it weren't for you, I didn't know if I'd have continued cooking at all. Okay. Sure, that's a good ending. Kind of glad I waited until now to read the chapter, because now I have less time to wait for it. But I think I said that last time, like, I'm just making a new schedule for myself here. What? Okay. I have thoughts, I suppose. Cause, okay, let's start with just the cook. Let's skip the Nene stuff to last. Cause if we oh my god, okay. If we just talk about, like, Tsukasa versus Isshiki here. It's starting out a lot like that Tsukasa versus Mimasaka fight, where it was like, oh, Mimasaka, your dish was so good, and I was like, oh, he might do something here. Was it Tsukasa and Mimasaka? I forgot. No, it wasn't. It was Kuga and Isshiki. Not Isshiki. Tsukasa. Forgive me for my failures. It was Mimasaka versus, is Soma his name? I'm so bad at names right now. Anyway, it's kind of like that way where it's like, oh, it's so good, and then Tsukasa just comes in and is like, taste my dish. Because I do agree that with Momo, it's like 95% certain that Tsukasa will win. I kind of, I said this last time as well, and I don't really think many people disagree that it's hard to envision Tsukasa losing this particular battle. Even though technically, if anyone should do it, it should be Isshiki, because, you know, he's the highest ranking they have left. But I just don't see it happening. This storyline feels more like Isshiki proving something for himself, and apparently this thing he has going on with Nene, then it feels like him swooping in and getting another win for the Rebels. It would be really fun if we saw a tie, but I don't know if that would happen. We've already have it happen once in this series, and I don't think we would get another one this soon. Not that the autumn elections was not long ago, but it I don't know. It also feels like a bit of a crop out. Like, I would really want him to have the Megumi kind of. Was it Megumi who got the 2-1? It was, right? Yeah, it was. I would like that, and I said this last time too. It would be really nice for Isshiki to get 1 point at least, just to show that he got close, or closer than Kuga did at the very least. But I don't think he'll win, especially with the storyline with Nene going on. And now we have Nene. Let's talk about her for a little bit. Her and Isshiki, I feel like they have completely different stories of the time they spent together. Just because, obviously Isshiki is a very, like, happy person, and it's not like he's showing off skills to, I mean, maybe to impress, but it's not like he's doing it to say, oh, Nene, look, I'm much better than you because I can ride a unicycle and you can't, and I can play the kendama really well and you can't, and I can play this weird wind instrument that I didn't register what was. And, like, obviously she saw it come from completely different perspective, because she was like, oh, I can't do this, so obviously you're just mocking me. And it feels very, very much like the Deku Bakugo storyline. Just going a little bit into Boku no Hero here, where it's like their version of the story they have together is like completely different because they completely misjudged the other person, or at least Bakugo like wildly misjudged Deku. And I feel like Nene is about to go through the same here, where it's like, oh, you were, wait, what? You, because it's kind of the same thing where Deku's like, why would I look down at you? Because I respect you and I think you're great. And Isshiki will do the same here. Like, I don't think he's gonna say, you're a great cook and therefore you inspired me to keep cooking. I think it's gonna be something else. I need to go back and reread the first part we got of their story, because I feel like there might be stuff that I am forgetting, but yeah, I'm interested in seeing this, because I like their relationship just because they're so different people. And as I said in the beginning of chapter, I really like Nene, so it would be really, really nice if she became like a part of the group, but if she became like Hojo, where it's like we can go to her if we need help or if we need like advice or something like that. Like, she's not part of the Polar Stardom, but she's like a friend. Not at the same level as Takumi, but like, again, at the Hojo level. Yeah. I also, because they both have a year left. They're both second year, so they're gonna be in the story for some time, and she is the highest ranking second year at the time, so if nothing happens with the current standings in the second and first years, she's gonna be bumped up to the first seed. Which would be really nice. We have very, very few women that have taken the first seed. Like, I don't think, have we had any named women at the first seed? Because it's all, like, if you go back to, like, the autumn elections and stuff like that, it's all the women there were like, second seed. And Hojo, I remember Hojo said at some point that it was like, I want to get the first seed because very few women had it, so we know there have been people, and it would be very unrealistic to have had no women there. Sure, so I'm just gonna look this up. I just think it would be very weird if we have had no named first seed. Because I assume that Irina will have it at some point and then lose to Soma before they graduate or something like that. Would you please search? Nope, let's try the Elite 10 then. Anyway. I like Nene a lot as a character, and I would like to know more about her and see her develop. I think she would be a very interesting character, maybe not to follow like very closely, but just like to slowly show her progress from this slightly introverted and cold person to okay, here, former members. Gin, obviously. First seed. Unknown. First seed guy. Second seed. Nah. Yeah, no, we have no named women who have been in the first seed. Which, you know, what a shame. They don't even have all the former members we know of in this damn list. Someone should go change that. If you were an editor on the Shokugeki no Soma Wikia, I don't think we have all of them, or maybe we do. Wait a minute. Never mind. I'm getting distracted here. Anyway, what I was saying, was I like Nene. I would like more of her. I would like for her and Isshiki to sort out their differences and like get their stories straight, and that'd be very nice. Get Isshiki back into the Elite 10. Have her jump up to the first seed. That would be really nice. I would like to see what happens with Irina, because Irina stands like a good case of jumping very, very high up to the rankings after beating Momo. Because obviously Momo is the third seed. And if my prediction ends up being right, she'll also beat Tsukasa, who is obviously, you know, if you beat him, technically you would be the best chef in Tutsuki. But I would like to have Irina wait a little bit until she's the first seed. It would be great for her not to be the first seed until her third year, but because she is known as this person who's just so far beyond anyone in her generation, I think it's more likely we're gonna see her jump to the first seed. Maybe not by the end of this arc, but at the very least halfway through her second year. And it would be very, very nice to have Soma take a seat soon, by the beginning of their second year or something. Yeah. Anyway, also, I did not talk about this last time, but obviously I was wrong about Takumi facing off against Tsukasa, because I said I wanted the parallel between him and Soma, and I did not get that, which... I mean, I can't really complain that much, but it would have been nice to see that kind of rivalry in those kind of things, because they always have the same opponents, and I think that's really nice. But we all know, like... But I think, yeah, because Soma's obviously gonna face up against Rindo at some point. I feel like that's just a match that has to happen, but other than this, I do not see an opportunity for Tsukasa... No, for Takumi to face Tsukasa. I don't Because Tsukasa graduates after this. What's he gonna do? Come back and say, "Hey, Takumi, wanna battle?" That's not gonna happen. So yeah. It'd be very fun. Like, imagine. I think the biggest plot twist the series could give us at this moment would be if Tsukasa, if Takumi won over Rindo. That'd be such a weird plot twist. Like, it's not gonna happen. It will be very, very weird if it happened. But it'd be very funny. Like, they drew something that Rindo is very bad at, Takumi's very good at, and it just, I don't know. It would be very funny. But okay, yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now because it's almost half an hour. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up if you liked anything that I had to say or whatever. I guess leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter. I'm sorry I didn't reply to your comments last week video. But I promise I read them all. I more or less just scrolled through them on my phone. But I'll reply to this one, these ones. Just know that I read them. I just didn't reply because I was busy. But usually I do like to have fun discussions with you guys. And you can point out to me whenever I do something wrong or pronounce French words completely. And you can subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully I'll get more videos out today before the sunlight leaves me completely. And until next time.